Hello everyone, my name is Jarrick Dasalla and my intended career path is to become an EMT firefighter. Uh, this is discussion number 3, part A, and for this part of the discussion I chose the medical term intravenous. Let's break this into smaller words. We have the prefix intra, which stands for inside or within. We have the combining form word ven or veni, which stands for vein, and we have the suffix os, which stands for pertaining to. So intravenous is more commonly known as an IV. So if you've ever visited the hospital before, either as a patient or visiting relatives or a friend, uh, more than likely you came into contact with an IV. And if you don't know what an IV is, it's basically that big needle that they stick into your vein, mostly on your arm, and then they secure it down with tape, and they have these plastic tubing connected to it. Now the tubing is either connected to a bag on a rolling rack that's just constantly dripping fluid, it's a fluid bag, or they administer medication through that little tubing that's connected to your arm. So that's the IV, and it's called intravenous therapy. As an EMT firefighter, more than likely I would have to administer an IV to a patient at some point or another. So that's why I chose this medical term to use for part A. And for part B, I chose the word tachycardia. So tachycardia, let's break this into smaller words. We have the prefix tachy, which stands for rapid. We have the combining form word cardi or card, which stands for heart. And we have the suffix ia, which stands for condition. So going by the suffix, we have a condition of the heart that's rapid. So it's basically a resting heart rate with 100 beats per minute or more. So the average adult has a resting heart rate of 60 to 100 beats per minute, and basically what tachycardia means is that it's a higher than normal resting heart rate. One way that a unique way that I chose to remember this is I think of the word tach in a tachometer, which is basically the RPM gauge in a car. And if you notice, when you accelerate on your gas, the tachometer gauge, the RPM gauge, goes up, and it goes up rapidly, fast. So the faster you go, faster that gauge gets up there. Now I think of the word cardia as the form in the word like cardio, like exercise. And like cardio exercise to me is like running, jogging, swimming, any type of aerobic exercise that really gets your heart rate up. So taking those two things together, I'm able to remember tachycardia, which is a higher than normal resting heart rate. This concludes my discussion number 3. Thank you guys for listening. Aloha.